What is he? What are we looking at?
Pornhub.
What's the title? What's the title? What's the title?
Adrien Broner may not have joined Gervonta Davis's camp for his fight against Lamont Roach, but he has been involved in every possible way. Now, just days before the fight, Broner has issued a strong warning to Roach. As fight week heats up, the anticipation is at an all-time high.
Ain't no beating time. Ain't no beating time. You just gotta know when to get out when the time is up.
We all know Adrien Broner. When he speaks, he doesn't hold back. His latest comments follow a series of statements from Lamont Roach, who isn't shy about giving credit to his opponents, even before stepping into the ring.
Obviously, I'm the best 130-pounder in the world. It's evident. I can't wait to prove it. I can't wait to show it. But, you know what I'm saying? Why not? And my name came up before.
Gervonta Davis has faced his fair share of criticism. Some have questioned his resume, others have doubted his skills, and some even challenge his standing in the sport. However, Roach dismisses these critiques. Growing up in a similar environment as Davis, he believes he knows the real Tank better than most.
Prove that I'm one of the best fighters in the world. And this is the beginning of my legendary run. This right here.
Now, we've seen Ryan Garcia get in the ring with him.
Over the years, Roach has watched Davis rise to become a multi-divisional champion and a pound-for-pound star. While many now consider Davis the face of boxing, Roach is determined to change that narrative. I'm going to show you all what it takes to be the new face of boxing on March 1st, Roach declared during an episode of Against All Odds, The Reaper Tale.
You know, because I've spoken to Rolly, their approach is, well, we're dehydrated, we had to go.
On March 1st at Brooklyn's Barclays Center, Roach and Davis will go head-to-head. While Roach has competed in the lightweight division before, he made his name in a lower weight class. With Davis's reputation for brutal knockouts, odds makers believe Roach has little chance.
Nah, then the nigga keep talking about some no disrespect. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. You's a real fake nigga, for real. Like,
however, being the underdog is nothing new for Roach. He recalls how sportsbooks counted him out against Hector Luis Garcia, yet he proved them wrong against Davis. Roach knows the challenge ahead. The Baltimore native is known for dismantling his opponents, most recently stopping Frank Martin in the 8th round last June.
nigga, fuck is you hating for, bro? Every time you see me, it's what up, shawty, is that, and you know how you talk. Fuck is you talking about, bro? I'm really him.
To avoid a similar fate, Roach understands that his training must be at its peak. Over the years, Davis has been accused of handpicking his opponents. As in past fights, Tank has promised another devastating knockout, and Adrien Broner has added fuel to the fire.
I wanted to unify at least one belt at 130. So whoever the champion is, whoever the champions.
Broner didn't mince words when addressing Roach. "I'll break you up. Keep your mother and your kids at home." The last opponent who received such a warning didn't make it past the 8th round after a brutal knockout by Davis. This fight holds extra intrigue due to Roach's hunger for revenge.
Not at all.
Tell him I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's gonna get f***ed up over here. What do I look like getting f***ed up?
This rivalry is reminiscent of Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia, where both had a history from their amateur days. Roach and Davis have fought twice before, with Davis winning both times. Now, Roach is determined to settle the score, believing he was robbed in one of those fights. Adding another layer of intrigue, Davis has hinted that this could be one of his final fights before retiring. Roach needs boxing fans to believe in him. A victory over Davis would not only earn him the WBA title, but also solidify his place in the sport. He recently assessed Davis's training footage and tweeted, "Easy work," before quickly deleting the post.
Dennis Baranchik or something like that.
I feel like you and Shakur are really. I think people in the comments are actually wanting that fight, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean,
Roach's tweets have sparked conversation, responding to a fan who wrote, "We are whipping DC bum for the rest of the year. Ravens today, Tank in December." Roach replied, "This stuff is different over here." He's doing his best to hype himself up, but some believe he should focus more on training rather than online exchanges. The online war continued when heavyweight boxer Marcellus Williams asked Davis about sparring camp fees. Roach jumped in, hinting at Davis needing to spar heavier fighters. Davis fired back, warning Roach not to talk too much or it could backfire.
A funny thing that people probably don't know is that I've been, considered an opponent, or like a considerable opponent before.
Roach maintained that he isn't like Davis' past opponents and will do everything possible to shock the world. Davis, however, chose to keep it simple. Say nothing. This war of words has added more hype to the fight, scheduled for 1:35 p.m., with the WBA lightweight title on the line. While Roach is a skilled fighter, some doubt his pay-per-view appeal. Fans expected Davis to face a bigger name, but with Davis already established as a PPV star, this matchup is set to proceed.
Personally, I'm not stunned. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep saying that. They're going to keep saying that. You know what I'm saying? I fight at 130 because that's what I campaigned at. That's why I started my career.
Davis's past opponent, Frank Martin, is a more recognized lightweight contender. Meanwhile, Adrien Broner has been training with Davis, sparking discussion about how his presence might influence the camp. Broner has faced personal struggles, including legal issues and battles with addiction. He recently reflected on his journey and expressed a deep desire to reclaim a world title, dedicating his comeback to his late coach, Mike Stafford.
Add anything to it?
No, not necessarily. I think maybe for the outside. I think maybe it's for the outside. I think the fire is the competitive.
Broner, once a top fighter, is now seen as a cautionary tale for young boxers. He acknowledged his past mistakes and stated, "All my life, all I ever wanted was to be a world champion. Every time I won one, I cried. I'll do the same when I win the next one." Broner's fight against Blair Cobbs is seen as his last stand. With only 2 fights in the past 5 years, he needs a strong performance to justify his place in the sport. He reflected on the brutal nature of boxing, saying, "When your career is over, they just move on to the next fighter."
Sure, your thoughts. I appreciate you coming out. I wanted to get your thoughts, Danny, on the Tank Roach thing. So, just your thoughts on the fight in general. What do you think about the?
Despite his struggles, Broner remains a respected figure in boxing. He issued a heartfelt apology to former friends, including Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis. Meanwhile, Davis has hinted at retirement, stating, "After next year, I'm out of the sport."
Tank caught me like, yo, I need some help with this. You know what I'm saying? The AD came to me, and the great thing that I loved about the whole situation, all the stuff.
With so much uncertainty surrounding Davis's future, his fight against Roach becomes even more significant. Will Roach capitalize on this opportunity, or will Davis continue his dominance? Stay tuned for more updates on boxing's biggest stories. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications for the latest news and analysis.
I also know one thing, though, being too confident can get you killed. And I also know that about the game as well.
How did you know you had trouble with the law? How did you find that out?
A reporter asked if Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Adrien Broner were happy to be training together in camp. Coach Calvin Ford responded, saying he could see Tank repaying Broner for all the help and favors he received in the past. He noted that their roles had shifted over time.
We ain't here for that. But.
Okay, but you have connections everywhere.
Hey, see, everybody thought he was gone, see?
Do you think he met Chuck?
The roles have changed. Tank is now the big brother and Broner the little brother, but there's still mutual respect. It's a good thing, Ford explained.
Do you think he met El Chapo?
I mean, I ain't worried about that, you know. What up, Chapo, man?
But No.
At the grand arrival event, Calvin Ford made a surprising revelation about Davis's training camp. He admitted that Tank's inactivity, having been out of the ring for over a year, was a major concern. In the 14 months since his last fight, a lot had changed, potentially giving the more active Frank Martin an edge.
You too.
All right. So, message to your fans, Adrien. What do you tell people who love you and support you?
Support me, follow me, and I'll fight for y'all. Man. You already know. Adrien.
A wave of disappointment swept through the MGM Grand Lobby when it was announced that Tank Davis wouldn't be attending his own grand arrival on Tuesday. This unexpected no-show dulled the excitement ahead of his WBA lightweight title defense against Frank Martin on Saturday. Davis's trainer, Calvin Ford, was left to break the news. "I want to apologize to the fans," Ford said, dampening the energy that had been building for 90 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the trainer, Gervonta "Tank" Davis here.
He can't make it right now due to delays, but trust me, he'll make it up to you all on fight night, Ford reassured. Meanwhile, now training with Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis, was holding his camp in Las Vegas for his own upcoming fight against Blair Cobbs. Though he smiled, Broner seemed to carry a heavy heart as he reflected on the loss of his former trainer, Mike Stafford, who passed away last year.
Business, y'all. You know, we've been waiting for this for a while. It's been a while since we've been in the ring, so we just want to come out and put on a great performance for the fans.
Coach Mike was everything to me, Broner said. I promised myself that before I retired, I would become a world champion again, for him and for myself. That's the goal. Broner, now 34, is often remembered for his out-of-the-ring troubles, including his 2016 arrest at a bowling alley and well-documented struggles with alcohol.
He's not confident because if he bring his best, he'll bring the best out of me.
He hasn't secured a world-class victory since 2017 when he won a split decision against Adrien Granados. Once viewed as a future Hall of Famer, Broner has become a cautionary tale for young fighters. "All my world titles mean something to me," he said. "All I ever wanted was to be a world champion. Every time I won one, I cried. I know I'll do the same when I win the next one."
Mike Stafford, kind of like very emotional. No, like just in depth, like just point of just posting that. Was that just the kind of
Broner's upcoming fight against Cobbs is seen as a last stand. No longer the rising star he once was, he has fought just twice in the past 5 years. To justify his relevance in the sport, he needs a strong performance. Boxing will eat you up and spit you out, Broner reflected. When you're done, they move on to the next fighter. That's why I tell people, do what's best for you.
I'm just ready for the build a ring and for my opponent to be across. Shit, that's like Blair Cobbs right there.
Broner has had a long and eventful career, amassing 34 wins and 4 losses. He once stepped away from boxing to focus on his mental health, even penning an emotional apology letter to several of his friends, which went viral online.
Man, I feel good, man. Training camp has been going great, and I'm just ready to put on a great performance.
His mental state has been a subject of concern, not just for others, but for himself. Over the years, he has battled alcoholism, gambling issues, and other personal struggles. Despite these setbacks, he continues to chase one last shot at glory.
Problems, but you can't go to nobody.
As his fight approaches, Broner took to social media to seek forgiveness from former allies, including Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis. Once feared for his knockout power, Broner now seems weary of the grind. Instead of cementing his legacy, he may be considering an early exit from the sport. Despite returning to the ring in June to face Frank Martin, his comeback has been inconsistent. Now many wonder if his absence from boxing might become permanent. During the Davis-Roach press conference, Tank Davis himself hinted at retirement. When asked about his 2025 schedule, he responded, "After next year, I'm out of the sport." For the latest updates on boxing's biggest moments, subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications. Until next time, peace out.
Martin press conference, it looked like you were like, the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously